Welcome to Grow Overload. And AMD has had a security flaw in processors for a very long time. I think it's been like 20 years that this has been undetectable. It can install malware undetected, which is what it is. It's AMD Sinkclose, and I was on Bleeping Computer, and they go through a whole bunch of the affected processors, which I'll jump through here real quick. This is the affected models that AMD says, and they have the MI300 Instinct. It has a CPU on it, right? They have the Athlon 3000, Threadripper Pro, Threadripper 3000, 7000, Ryzen 3000, 5000, 4000, and 7000, or that's Ryzen Mobile, how they did this. And well, that also goes to Ryzen. So regular desktop, 3000, 5000, 4000, 7000, and 8000. So Zen 5 is not on this list. And then embedded V1000, V2000, V3000, Epic embedded 3000, 7002, 7003, 9003, R1000, R2000, 5000, and 7000, and then Epic first, second, third, and fourth generation. So a lot of processors are affected in this. Now, it requires, kernel level access is a prerequisite for carrying out this attack. So while this is it's what ranked like a 7.5 on the severity scale, it is still needs that, right? This runs basically the highest level privileges, and this is not a great thing as well, right? And I've covered Intel security flaws, and I'm just going to still cover security flaws as they are. If you want me to go into more depth about Sinkclose, we can, but usually people are not interested in that type of video as much here. But this is another security flaw. It's just another reminder that we cannot just sit idly by with this, right? If there's a security flaw and everything else, and there gets to be a patch, we have to go through and update that. And so updates, microcode and stuff like that, are kind of crucial or very crucial for security flaws like this that have to get patched. Now, with that being said, right, hopefully the processors being affected all will get patched. We'll see if AMD will push patches out everywhere. I know if we switch over here, this is what AMD is calling it on their page, the SMM lock bypass. And I do want to say the researchers did a great job. IO Active, I always have to congratulate the researchers, right? They're doing something good, finding something like this, and I think that's important to continually do it. So this is access an attacker with ring 0 access modified the configuration of the system management mode even when system management lock is enabled. So that's something you want to do. And this is the description of the CVE: improper validation of model specific register that allows malicious program with ring 0 access to modify SMM configuration while SMI lock is enabled, potentially leading to arbitrary code execution. So this is going to be the fix, and you can see here where some of the patches already are. So there is a platform initialization, which requires the flash tool or firmware flash, or there is a microcode option, which is hot loadable. And this is the dates that they have been released. So Epic seems to have gotten everything back in May, and it looks like a lot of the data center stuff is all patched. Embedded processors still have some of them here, are targeted for October. And then desktop clients, who seem like they have been patched here this month even. So go and grab those updates. And then we have had, let's see here, a few other patches that have already been out. I think mobile is patched. Yeah, mobile looks all patched, but they still have to get out and propagate down from there. So And then once they're out, you can update those, and hopefully you are hardened against it, right? We're in a place right now where hardware and software just will constantly be patched, but it will have to be hardened against. And keeping up to date with stuff like this is a way to harden against some of the issues that are out there. And this is this is just where we're at. I get that we'd love to have to, and love to see a perfectly secure processor, perfectly secure piece of software, perfectly secure piece of hardware. I don't know if that's ever going to exist, but there are ways to mitigate against some of these attacks and how that there are. And being that we have to then update microcode, hopefully at some point this becomes a little bit easier and people become more comfortable with wanting to do these updates, but whether it's through BIOS or through microcode through an OS update. That would also be interesting to see, and hopefully be able to, people be a lot more comfortable with it, because sometimes people just buy a computer, they never touch the BIOS, and there can be vulnerabilities in there that may never go patched. So with that, that's all I have today on this little topic. Let me know what you think about security flaws. Do you go through and update your BIOS whenever there's a new, BIOS patch with security updates in it, or do you wait for a while, or do you just don't care? I'm interested in that. And if you don't care and if you don't patch, tell me why. If it's a performance reason, I can maybe understand that, especially if you're, a gamer and you want the best performance possible. But if you are more on the security side, I'm really interested to know why you wouldn't then use these patches. So with that, thank you so much for watching Gray Overload. Thank you so much for supporting this channel and helping it grow. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It really does help out the channel. And until next time, God bless.